they'll be hit if attacked by the US. If it's attacked by the US, reportedly US bases in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Turkey could be targeted if US were to attack Iran. These comments follow US President Trump's threats to intervene militarily in Iran over the bloodshed during nationwide anti-government protests. Iran has identified certain military sites of the US if they are attacked, Arzu?
Well, Uday, what we're getting to know right now that the advisory has been issued now as the situation is getting worse in
Iran. We are talking about Arzu. We are talking about Iran's warning. Iran's warning, and which military installations are they targeting, Iran, Arzu, or looking at targeting? Arzu, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost our reporter's connection there, but Iran, of course, warning installations of the US military installations that they'll be hit if it's attacked by the US. Reported US bases in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Turkey could be targeted. More breaking news meanwhile coming in. Israeli military spokesperson Brigadier General Efi Defrin has said that the Israeli military continues to be on alert for surprise scenarios because of the ongoing unrest in Iran. So they are prepared. Israel has said that they are on alert in case of surprise scenarios. Medha is with us on this breaking input coming in. What has the Israeli military spokesperson said, Medha?
Well, yes, of course. So, in light of the situation that is currently prevailing in Iran, the Israeli military is, of course, on alert, and it has said that it is on alert for surprise scenarios because of the ongoing unrest in Iran. Remember now that Israel had earlier attacked Iran in June as well, which resulted in a 12-day war that had killed roughly about 1,200 Iranians and dozens of Israelis. And over the past week, Iran has threatened to attack Israel if Israel or the United States launches any sort of strikes on the country. And also, the protests in Iran are an internal matter, is what the Israeli military spokesperson has said. And of course, today we also know now that Iran has rather urged all of its regional neighbors that it will strike US military bases in the country if the United States were to launch any sort of strikes on the country. And remember, Donald Trump has repeatedly said that he will intervene in the country if Iran were to kill any protesters. And amid all of this, Iran has told its regional partners that it would be helpful if they were to ask the United States not to attack the country in light of the current situation in Iran. Back to you there.
More breaking news meanwhile also coming in now. Dozens of Pakistani students studying in Iran have returned home through a remote border crossing in southwestern Pakistan because of the violent unrest. A spokesperson of the Federal Investigation Agency has said about 60 students crossed into Pak through the Gabd border crossing in southern province of Balochistan. Mudassir Tipu, Pakistan's ambassador to Iran, said Iranian universities have rescheduled exams and permitted international students to leave the country. So a lot of Pakistan students studying in Iran have fled, Medha.
Oh, well, of course, today, in light of the current situation, we also know now that various countries are asking its citizens to leave the country, and now dozens of Pakistani students who are studying in Iran have returned home through a remote border crossing in the southwestern Pakistan because of violent unrest. Now, a FIA spokesperson from Quetta in Balochistan has said that about 60 students have crossed into Pakistan from the Gabd border crossing in the southern province of Balochistan. Obviously, Balochistan is a neighboring province which also, Iran and Pakistan share in common. And, throughout all of this unrest, more students are also expected to return from the same border crossing today as well. Now, the Pakistani ambassador to India has also said that, Iranian universities have rescheduled their exams in light of the current situation. Over 2,000 people have died in Iran, and also universities in Iran, including the very prominent Tehran University, has permitted international students now to leave the country. Back to you there.
All right, appreciate you. All right, more breaking news, in fact, also coming in now. Visuals emerging in support of the Iranian regime